Hey guys, welcome back to another video of Mondo Docs. My name is Lawrence. Today we are in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, checking out the wheat field, which is where one of the most bloodiest and most violent parts of the Battle of Gettysburg took place. However, today's video is not about the wheat field. Instead, we are going to the main town of Gettysburg to check out one of the most haunted buildings in town, and that is the Orphanage. This building has an extremely dark history, which we'll get to in a little bit. Basically, it was home to a few kids who lost their fathers during the battle, and they went through some horrific treatment when they were at the orphanage. So, I'm pretty excited, kind of anxious. Hopefully you're excited too, and yeah, let's do this.
Well, hello everyone. My name is James. I'm with Ghostly Images Tours here in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, right outside on Baltimore Street. And tonight we're going to explore one of the most haunted buildings here in this fair, historic town, and that is the Haunted Orphanage. Now, the orphanage, as you know, was born out of the idea of these children that attended here having no fathers, the men who died in battle, buried right up the street at the cemetery. Between 1866 and 1877, over 200 boys and girls ages 5 through 13 came right through these halls. And if you guys want to follow me, I'm going to take you a little bit room by room, show you where all the magic happened, as well as some of the paranormal happenings that still happen here to this day. So follow me. Through the door, we go right into the heart of the orphanage itself. And the first room we come to explore is none other than the very dining room where these children had their meals every day from the very kitchen that cooked those meals on the far side of the room. Now in here, these kids had quite the meal. Lots of food, good healthy food. The staff that worked here, they loved these children. They treated them very much like a second family. Today, even at night, as dark as it can be, through these very halls, many people still experience the children walking through, even some of the staff members that used to work here way back when. And footsteps, disembodied voices, that's just the cherry on top. There's so much more activity. Coming back through the orphanage towards what used to be a small kitchen, right through this door. Right here is where the kitchen would be. Now the large room that we find ourselves in right here actually wasn't really part of the orphanage back then. If we go down these stairs like I am now, or where I'm standing right here on this floor, I'd actually be outside. Outside in the backyard of the orphanage. The very fields, the very yards where these children would play with their friends and the other orphans every single day of the week. Now back here, I can't say for sure how much activity people has encountered over the years. But, like I said about the dining hall and other parts of the building, footsteps, disembodied voices, all sorts of sights and strange noises would happen back here, especially when all these lights go out once and for all. Very quiet, very empty. When you're back here, you never truly know if you're alone or not. As you can see, it's a very large room. Much after the use of the orphanage, this was used as a small theater for one-man shows that special entertainers through the town would have back here in this building. But now it's just a storeroom for inventory, for product used and sold in the gift shop out front of the building. If you guys want to follow me right back up the stairs here, we're going to cut right back through the dining hall. And we're going to find ourselves going right down to probably one of the most active and scariest spots in the whole building, everybody's favorite, the basement. Right back this way. Now we'll have to be careful going down these stairs. Very narrow, very dangerous. One step at a time. Safety first. Definitely watch your head with these low ceilings. You see, after a while here at the orphanage, many staff members would find themselves looking for a new job. They've had enough of working here. The group that sponsored the orphanage would later hire a woman from outside the Philadelphia, Pennsylvania area, known only as Rosa Carmichael. She had quite a reputation when it came to disciplining children. And here in the orphanage, she unleashed some of the craziest punishments you've ever think of. Not just beating the children, but almost drowning them in barrels full of freezing water. Outside on the property, she would tie them to split rail fences all day long, put them and lock them in outhouses and other similar structures. But down here, if a boy or girl, well, just happened to be bad by her definition, she would bring them down here to this very cellar, all the way back to a small little alcove, a little crawl space that the other children nicknamed the dungeon. She would toss them in that little dark hall. And to be sure that they wouldn't try to escape her clutches, she would actually shackle them in old-time irons. One set of irons, or what's left of them I should say, hangs to this day right here against this wall. In this room, even today, the children of the orphanage, they still cry. They still call for help down here in this cellar. Various children by name, Tommy, Emily, William. Many of our visitors that come here to the orphanage, in one way or another, have had their own encounters with these children, with the lights on and the lights off. And for our visitors, at the end of the night, if they are brave enough to visit the very hole, the very spot where these kids were kept for their punishment, well, I'll have to show you that back this way. Through this tiny little dark door, through the tunnel, way back here, as we carefully make our way back here, right in this little lighted up section off to the side, is none other than Rosa's famous dungeon. It's here where she would keep these poor kids, all shackled up like prisoners in a medieval dungeon somewhere in a castle in Europe. And down here they would sometimes find themselves to be all alone, maybe with one or two others. And while they're down here, they could scream, they could cry for help all they would. No one's going to come and rescue them. The other children, they could hear them right through the floorboards. They're not going to come and save their friends because they themselves don't want to join them down here in the dungeon. Well, after several years of this type of behavior, Rosa was actually caught red-handed. A young boy that was out in the outhouse was caught locked up by the neighbors as he was calling for help one night in December. The people realized what was going on behind these closed doors. They took Rosa all the way up to the courthouse in the square, put her on trial for many things. Aggravated assault, child abuse, neglect, just everything but short of murder. She was found guilty, forced to pay a $20 fine, and she snuck her way back into this building where she was twice as hard on these kids. Many of these kids who were actually witnesses in her very trial. Well, a group of people, or should I say a mob of people from Gettysburg, came down here to Baltimore Street and chased Miss Rosa out of town, never to be seen or heard from again. In the end, the last surviving children here, they were either adopted by families near and far or sent off to other establishments like this orphanage. Debt and other money issues is what caused this building to close its doors for good by the end of the 1870s. And here we are tonight, exploring these very halls, these very rooms, hoping to make contact with the children, maybe Rosa, or whatever else is here wandering the halls of the Gettysburg Orphanage. Alright guys, we can go down to the basement. Danny and the tour guide, James, are upstairs hanging out. Let me turn my light up a little bit. So James says there's a lot of activity down here. Turn my brightness up a little bit. Okay. So we are going to spend some time down in this basement. Now, James says there are reports of
disembodied footsteps and voices that they can be heard down here. People who have been here for tours have been physically touched. He was telling me one guy was touched. Well, one guy was here on a tour and he was sitting right there. And I guess he was picked up and thrown against the wall, kinda. And then he just kinda said, "Fuck this, I'm out." So these are some toys over here. That the children do play with. So we're gonna, I got a K2 meter right here. Gonna turn this bad boy on and leave it right there. Oh, I thought I saw something. Jesus Christ, dude. As you can hear Danny and James upstairs talking a little bit. So I got the EMF reader right over there. So I think tonight we're gonna try to communicate with perhaps a child who's still lingering around this building. I think James said his name was Tommy. Is there a Tommy down here? My name is Lawrence. I'm here as a guest tonight. Oh! That was a full-on whisper. Someone is fucking down. What? That was the craziest thing. Oh. Oh, I got the fucking chills, dude. Oh my God, I think I had that on video. I legit heard. That was me. Oh my God. Got some more toys. Got a Raggedy Ann doll over there. Okay. So Danny and James are doing their own investigating upstairs. Can someone make that little box light up, please? I think I just saw a shadow. Oh, being in dark basements, man, let me tell you. So whoever's down here with me, you can grab one of those toys, knock them over, pick one up. I'm just here to hang out. Just kind of be your guest. If you want to take one of those toys and just knock one over on the floor, pick it up. maybe make that little black box light up for me? Can you knock one of those toys off on the floor for me? I see a balloon on the floor. Can you make that move? I have a niece. She's about 4 years old. She loves to play. She has a lot of toys. Are you happy down here with your toys? If you can make an object in this room move on its own, well, by you, that's the best way to let me know that you're here with me. You can move one of the toys, move a balloon. You can try shutting that door over there. Whatever you want to move, you can move. I know you have the energy to do so. I do believe in you. Basically, what we're going to be doing is I'll be spending some time here in this basement by myself for a little bit, hanging out, see what happens. Then Danny will be coming down here by herself, well, with James. And actually, I might have Danny. Yeah, I'll have them both come down here, and I'll be upstairs by myself for a little bit. And then that. So this building it's an old building. There are a lot of vents. And you can hear James talking. There's a dirt floor. But anyway, like I said, my plan is to be down here by myself for a little bit. And then Danny will come down here. There's the pit. Oh my goodness gracious, dude. Oh, this is very, very low. And I have a motion ball I can play with. Oh, I'll leave that right there for a time being. Is this where, oh, I think it's Danny walking around, or James. Is there anyone down here with me right now? In this pit? So I have a ball right there, next to the doll. Can you make that ball move by any chance? If you make that ball move, it will light up. It makes awesome, fun colors. So, I hear Danny talking. But I don't know if she's walking around. I think she's just in one room with James. I don't know what. I think I hear footsteps outside on the dirt. Oh. Was someone put in this pit as punishment? I can tell this is a very unhappy place. If you were treated pretty unfairly and cruel, can you let me know somehow? Can you make that ball move, please? Alright, we're gonna leave the motion ball down here for Danny. So, I have the key 2 meter on the table over there. If someone is down here with me, can you let me know? You can go up to the little black box over there. This thing right over here. Make that bad boy light up. You want to move it somewhere else? So I put the black box on the bench right there. Can you have a seat, please? Can you sit down right next to that black box? Just sit down right next to it. If you're down here with me and you see that black box, can you please sit down next to it? Tommy, can you sit down next to it? Is there an Emily down here? Is there a Tommy? Is there a Rosa down here? If there's a Rosa, can you please make that black box light up for me? Rosa, I heard you're pretty mean. Is that true? Rosa, why did you do the things you did? Why were you so mean to the kids? Alright, I'm gonna head upstairs. Alright, so I'm on the first floor in the room with the church pews. Danny and James are headed downstairs to the basement. So we got 2 night vision cameras set up. One on the tripod, one by the staircase over there. So when they were up here before, they were saying they were seeing some shadow movements in the back of their room. And had a few temperature drops here and there. And even James said, when he came in here, I think they turned the light off. The door over there was how it is. Oops, I just knocked the ball. That's good. The door was wide open like that. But then when he turned around, the door was closed. We're like halfway closed. More than halfway. And it's on a rug, so there's no reason why it should be moving on its own. Or vibrations from your feet. I got goosebumps. So, I got I got chills right now. Strange. Okay. And before James and Danny went off, Danny was still in here with me, setting up the night vision camera, and James said he heard a footstep, or a few footsteps, out in the one room. But we'll go up there and check it out. There's a skeleton over there. So we'll walk around a little bit, do our thing, do a little tour of this little area. Some muffins. Oh, I could go for some muffins right now, I'm not gonna lie. Ooh, that scared me. The thing is about these kind of places is that every little thing is gonna set you off. It could be also, my God, oh Jesus fucking Christ. Also, why?
Hi.
Huh? I said, oh no, I wasn't saying hi.
You were messing with me. I just asked a question.
Oh, sorry. Carry on.
Okay.
And there's the makeshift pit down there. Alright. They're down in the basement doing their thing, so we'll leave them alone for now. But he said the door moved, and it's kind of rugged. It takes some effort to move that thing. Because no footsteps will... I don't know. But this is an interesting place. A lot of dark history, a lot of cruelty took place in this orphanage. Now, this is supposed to be one of the most haunted buildings in Gettysburg. Also, I'm really gassy because I had some food earlier today, so don't mind me. So James and Danny said there were some shadow fingers in the back. You know what? I wonder if we can put a K2, well, set this K2 up right here. And put this motion ball. As you see, the motion ball lights, I can't really see it because the light is so damn bright. But you can kind of see it. I'll just put it over here, for example. Let's see if we can talk to whoever's back here. Whoever's hanging out in this room. If there's someone in here with me right now, or in the back of the room with me, can you make that little black box light up, please? Or come near the box. Because when you come near that little black box, it lights up, and it's pretty fun. So if you don't mind, are you able to come over to that black box and make it light up? Are you in the back of the room with me right now? Are you a soldier from the war? Because I heard there were some soldiers who were buried in this building. Just a rumor, though. Are you a Union or Confederate soldier? Are you a Union? A Northerner? Are you a Confederate? Did you live here in this building? Are you a child? Did you die here? Rosa, are you here with me right now, or are you downstairs? If you're in this room with me right now, can you go downstairs and give Danny... Ooh, that just lit up, I think. Can you go downstairs real quick for me and give Danny a tap on the shoulder for me? She's in the basement. Just head on down and give her a tap. See what happens. So this vent right here leads into the basement. I don't know, guys. I don't know how I feel about this place. You know, this place is supposed to be pretty active. I've heard so much about this place. I'm not sure if it's living up to its hype. Rosa, are you here with me right now? Oh, I got chills right now. I do like that chandelier though, that's pretty nice. Alright, let's go. Let's go bust their chops. Let's see what they're doing downstairs. You know, I will say this. Wherever you walk in this building, it feels like someone's right behind you. Just creeping on you. Oof. So bright. God, let me turn this down for you guys. So this display contains a miniature recreation of the type of dress worn by the female orphans here at the institution. The doll on display was recovered here during renovations. It is known as a stump doll. So this is the stump doll that was discovered here. I think it was created by an orphan girl over 144 years ago. That's nuts. And if you're wondering, are there any photos of Rosa on the wall? Ooh, what the fuck was that noise? If you're wondering, there are no photos of Rosa known to exist. So there are no photos of Rosa on this wall or anywhere. And if anyone says they have an actual photo of her, they're lying or they're misinformed, because no photo of Rosa actually exists. But this is the orphanage back in the day. Crazy. I think it was 1867 it was taken. This is a little music box that Danny has. Anyone who was around it, is it on? No. Works 360, so anyone who walks around it, that thing will go off. So we'll try that out. That's one last little experiment in the back here.
Okay.
Like a light. It's so bright. Meanwhile, we'll just make our way around here. So this is the recreation of the pit. So obviously this is not the actual pit that we were in before, but I guess the owner wanted to recreate what it would have looked like. I guess it's that dummy alone is terrifying. So fantastic. Yeah, this thing over here. That's great. Take one last peek down the basement. Got some nice toys over here. I mean, in the beginning, I'm not gonna lie, I was absolutely terrified. 'Cause I heard her whisper from that hallway. But maybe it was just upstairs. Maybe it was actually just... I don't know. I think they're putting stuff away.